Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go. Right out of the gate on this Thursday. Of course, all eyes now on the weekend. Everyone wondering how that weekend forecast is going to turn out. Well, as we've been talking about all week long, we've got a cold front inbound. It's going to be arriving very early Saturday. And again, after some pretty nice weather this work week, your weekend will definitely be turning chillier. And there may even be a couple thunderstorms around the area late Friday into Saturday. So I want to talk about that coming up as well. Here in North Texas, you can typically tell when our weather pattern is about to change because the wind becomes breezy or gusty. And simply put, that's the case today, right? Winds gusting from the southwest near or over 30 miles per hour. So again, extremely windy as we go through the day. High-level cirrus cloud cover out there and also milder, that southwesterly wind. That's definitely a warming wind any time of year. So again, high temperatures here in the Metroplex will be soaring up around 70 again later this afternoon. Because of some of that high-level cloud cover, kind of the breeziness factor overnight, even your morning lows were not quite as chilly out the door this morning. Most locations around North Texas in the 40s, even a couple of 50s. Take a look at that. Again, out in our western counties. Even locally here in the Metroplex, DFW, again, you can see officially down to 49. And again, even Dallas Love, 49 as well. So radar, we're completely quiet here in North Texas. We're completely quiet in the southern plains. Simply put, nothing really going on. You actually really have to look all the way off to the northwest, the Pacific Northwest. You can see a cold front. It's now taking shape up there, gathering weather now taking shape up there, and it's all because of a pretty powerful Pacific storm system. You can see the area of counterclockwise spin there. That storm is what's going to be inbound. Again, even though it's a long ways away, over 2,000 miles away, it's going to be inbound for Friday into Saturday. And again, it's what's going to bring us the weather changes heading into the weekend. So kind of watch my finger. See, there's the dip right there. We call that a storm trough. You can see the Canadian air pooling down into it. And of course, this time of year, the air mass is important. Is it Canadian? Is it Arctic? And again, Arctic obviously being the colder of the two. This is Canadian, so we'll chill down, but this is not going to be an outbreak of, again, really cold air. But there it is. You can see the trough coming down into the area, again, with the cold front. And again, some of that Canadian air pooling down into the area as well. Now, the other piece of this, and I really think the biggest story is going to be the front that's going to be moving through. But the other piece of this is a pretty low-end opportunity of maybe a thunderstorm or two in the area. From the Storm Prediction Center, they've drawn up some red, really from the Arklatex all the way back into our far northeastern counties. Here in North Texas, from the Interstate 35 corridor off to the east, late Friday into Saturday, I think there's maybe a 20, we'll say 15 to 20% opportunity of a stray shower or thunderstorm. I just don't see a lot. So even though you're seeing a little bit of red, keep in mind it's a very low-end opportunity of even seeing anything here in our coverage area. It's a similar story early Saturday. We might have a couple thunderstorms develop along the cold front in our eastern counties, but there will eventually be a line of storms east of North Texas that does develop in that red. And again, that will continue to push off to the east as we go through Saturday. But again, I just think it's very limited, again, locally in our area. So skipping ahead, this will be Friday into Saturday. We're just going to kind of run you through the modeling here. Watch off to the northeast here. You can see the data may be hinting up across parts of Oklahoma, maybe even over into the Arklatex. I mean, a storm or two, really not doing anything major with that. Then very early Saturday morning, here comes the front. And again, you see it lighting up mainly east of North Texas. So again, that's kind of what we're going to be watching. You can see right now most of the data showing it's essentially a swing and a miss here in North Texas. Opportunity of future precipitation. Again, you can see the bulk of that also with that activity, again, well to the east of North Texas as well. So kind of backing up, let's go and talk about our Thursday. And again, really just a great looking afternoon. High level cloud cover out there, but again, a lot of locations pushing that 70-degree mark. Like I mentioned, it's going to be windy. In fact, winds will be gusting near and over 30 miles per hour as we go through the afternoon. Similar story even this evening, a pretty breezy evening. Again, you can see temperatures easing through the 60s. Overnight tonight, because of some of the cloud cover, because of the breezy winds, overnight lows here, again, generally in the 50s in the area. So again, not quite as chilly out the door Friday. And then for tomorrow, Friday, temperatures, we're just going to call these warm in some locations. We may see some 80s in our western counties, 70s for most of us. But then here comes the front, like I mentioned, that'll come through very early Saturday morning, trimming our temperatures down for the weekend only into the 50s. More coming up.